Welcome back to Theme Park Spark. We're here at Universal Studios Hollywood and we're going to FanFest. It is opening night and we're so excited. Let's really go there. If you're thinking about going to Universal FanFest nights at Universal Studios Hollywood, or if you're curious about what this event is all about, you're in the right place. My son, husband, and I went to opening night of Universal FanFest nights, and we definitely thought some experiences were better than others. In this video, we're reviewing and ranking all of the FanFest activities and experiences from worst to best and telling you why we liked them, loved them, or hated them. That way you can decide if FanFest would be worth the ticket cost for you, or if you already have FanFest tickets, you can decide what you should prioritize. First of all, here are some important facts about Universal FanFest nights. This after-hours event was created by the people who bring you Halloween Horror Nights events. The difference is that FanFest isn't supposed to be scary. It's immersive fun for the whole family. FanFest runs on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from April 25th through May 18th, and it runs from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. It is a separately ticketed event and is not included with an annual pass. There are a variety of different ticket options, including tickets that let you skip the line, which is called Express Pass, VIP tickets, and tickets that let you access some of the experiences starting at 5:30. We attended on opening night with regular tickets that got us into the event when it started at 7 p.m. However, we also have annual passes to Universal Studios Hollywood, so we were able to enter the theme park early during the day, and we didn't have to leave to re-enter when the event began. Instead, once we were inside the park, we were given a wristband that indicated we also had tickets to the FanFest event. Then we were able to get in line for our number one priority attraction, which you'll find out at the end. Here's a pro tip about tickets. I don't think you need the early entry or the express pass unless you just feel like adding that on because you don't want to stay till 2 a.m. We were able to do all of the attractions that we wanted to do while we were there in one night. Here's another note. The FanFest merch and some of the food was available days before the night of FanFest, so we already checked out a lot of that ahead of time and familiarized ourselves with where all of the FanFest events were going to take place. So the Star Trek entrance for FanFest looks like it's right over here. That way we weren't wandering around lost. We knew exactly where to go.
It's showing entrance for Dungeons and Dragons down here. I've heard they took over a whole soundstage for this.
I'll summarize that in this video, but I've also put a link in the description box to another video where I include more details about the merchandise, food, and locations of all of the activities. So you might want to check that out as well. Now let's dive into what FanFest has to offer and start ranking. FanFest has meet and greets and immersive experiences for Back to the Future, Star Trek, Dungeons and Dragons, One Piece, Wicked, Jujutsu Kaisen, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and Yoshi at Super Nintendo World. That's 8 different unique experiences, plus a dance party, food, and merchandise. I'm counting each one of these as a different experience and ranking them in order for a total of 11 experiences. Let's start ranking. For last place, we have a tie, and that's with Yoshi and Wicked, because they're both only meet and greets. And the characters weren't out all the time. So when we showed up to see Yoshi, there was a long line, but Yoshi wasn't even going to be out for a half hour. That means people are waiting in line for a half hour, just waiting. The line isn't moving at all. The same thing happened with Wicked. When we went over there, Elphaba and Galinda were nowhere to be seen, but yet there were people waiting in a long line. I think Universal should have had a character out at all times for the meet and greets to keep the lines moving. Like maybe rotate Elphaba and Galinda, or rotate 2 different color Yoshis. I also believe that eventually these characters are going to become a permanent part of Universal Studios Hollywood. They're just making their debut at Universal FanFest nights. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're able to meet them during regular daytime hours in the near future. Basically, I don't think it's worth it to buy a ticket to FanFest just for Yoshi or Wicked character meet and greets, but I guess it depends on how much you like these characters. Next is the One Piece meet and greet, and I'm ranking this one low because again, it's just a meet and greet. But I'm ranking it higher than Wicked and Yoshi because these characters were out all night. Anytime we walked by, there was a long line to meet them, but the characters were there. So no one was waiting in line with a line that wasn't moving. The lines were always moving. However, the characters were split up in 3 different areas. So if you want a picture with everyone, you have to wait in 3 different lines. One pro tip. At 1 a.m., they moved all the characters to one area, which seems to make more sense and make a better picture. So if we were going to wait in line, we would wait until 1 a.m. The only reason I bought a ticket for my son for FanFest nights was because of One Piece, and at the time, Universal hadn't announced what the experience would include. He didn't want to wait in line to meet the characters because he's old enough to know that they're just actors and not the real actors from the TV show. So this really wasn't worth it for him. If you're a huge One Piece fan, maybe you want to buy a ticket just for these meet and greets, but I personally don't think it's worth it. Next is the food. Mainly because we don't really love anything we had to eat. Some of the food is good, but nothing is worth the ticket price.
You want to try the brownie? I see them up there.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Straws are over here for it.
Walter got the Noraba? Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know, it's not One Piece. I don't watch any other anime
Jujutsu
besides
Kaisen. We're not familiar with that very much. We got the Noraba Strawberry Hammer Smash. It's frozen strawberry beverage with a sweet and spicy Tajin rim garnished with a fresh strawberry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it tastes like a strawberry slushie, but I'd rather have coffee.
It's Yuji's chocolate brownie. It is caramel-filled brownie topped with buttercream frosting.
There is a oozing caramel center. Oozing caramel. It's better than the cookie. Yeah, but I don't know that I'd get a second one. Okay, so we went to the First Roll Tavern, which has the Dungeons and Dragons food, and we wanted to get one of all the different types of food. So they didn't have the Traveler's Rations, which is dried fruit, hardtack, cheese, honeycomb, and dried meats. That's the only one they didn't have available. So we got everything else. We're sitting in Jurassic Cafe right now because they don't have any seating up there. It's like tables where you can stand, and we're at a nice booth right now inside, which is kind of nice. This is the Hunter's Mark. It's marinated beef, arugula, beef au jus, and cheese served on a ciabatta roll. So I'm thinking kind of maybe like a French dip, you know, because it says au jus, but that's a whole lot of arugula on top. Okay, so Ryan cut this into pieces. It's a whole lot of bread, a whole lot of arugula. I see some cheese and not as much meat as I was hoping. I really wanted a whole lot of meat. That's my review. It's okay. It's not as good as I hoped. And then we got the Beholder's Brew Fondue, which is a tavern loaf served with creamy beer fondue. That should be good. We are so hungry.
I've been walking so much.
We've been here for several hours. The cheese seems awfully thick.
It's not gooey.
It's warm. That's good. So far, I'd say all the food that I've had at Universal, FanFest or not, it's good. It's nothing where I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so good. I want to go there just for that food. And then we have the Fireball, which is spicy chocolate brownie with a strawberry. It's T-I-J-I-N. I don't know. Tajin? With a strawberry Tajin filling topped with strawberry popping candy. So far I just taste frosting. Oh, it's strawberry frosting.
Delicious. Wonderful. 11 out of 10.
And then the last one is a gelatinous cube. It's a blue raspberry gummy filled with candy bones and weapons. Candy bones and weapons. Not good. That is not good. That is like really bad. Do you want to try it? Like that is really bad. Do you want to try it?
I kind of want to know.
It's not good.
It tastes sour.
The Flux Capacitor Patty Melt and Doc Brown's Chicken Pot Pie at Mel's Diner were our favorites of the food we tried.
This looks almost like Cheetos or something on top.
Capacitor.
And it definitely looks like the Flux Capacitor. I'm hoping it's really good. It's kind of like a biscuit just on top of the pie. I see the food under there. You just lift it all off. But I'm gonna dig into it. Look at this. I can't wait to taste the biscuity part.
That is actually really good. It's a little hard to eat because it doesn't want you to break it, but it is really good.
It's hard to cut with a spoon though. It's doesn't want to break off. Flux Capacitor Patty Melt. It looks awesome. I love patty melts.
We just ate the patty melt. It tastes like a patty melt. I think it has American cheese on it though, and to me a patty melt is I think it's Swiss cheese. The One Piece food we had was also pretty good.
This is Sanji's chicken adobo, which is marinated chicken simmered in a blend of chili and garlic, served over Spanish rice, refried beans, and cotija cheese. I don't know how to pronounce that.
It has flavor, and at the same time, it doesn't have enough flavor.
This is Nami's, and this is Nicaragua. Nami.
Nami's Tangerine Breeze. tangerine and lime juice, honey, and club soda, garnished with a tangerine slice and mint spray. And then this one is Nico Robbins Tropical Iced Tea, black iced tea, pineapple juice, coconut water, and honey, topped with a pineapple wedge, pineapple frond, and fresh raspberries. And of course, there's a one-piece sticker on there.
Tart. It's kind of sour and tart. I don't love it, but it's okay. I'm not really an iced tea person, but I'm going to taste the iced tea. I like this one a little bit better. It's a little bit more refreshing and like tropical. I mean, as you can tell by the pineapple, I just like pineapple. But I wouldn't want either one for myself.
Devil fruit concha. It's a sweet bread roll with ginger pineapple filling. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. It's what gave Luffy the stretchy power.
It's like maybe slightly cinnamony, slightly seasoned, but not as much as like pumpkin bread or something.
Yeah, it's like bread. It's not really like cake. It's like bread.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh my gosh, it's like a ball. It's like a orb or something. So it tasted berry melon?
Yeah, very.
Berry melon.
However, most of the food we tried was disappointing, especially the desserts. Like the out-of-time cookie, which was cute but didn't taste very good.
Don't order the out-of-time cookie unless you just really like Back to the Future and maybe you just want to take it home and look at it. Maybe save your money for a t-shirt or something.
And the gelatinous cube, which was Dungeons and Dragons themed. Universal needs to learn about this thing called sugar, because I feel like they left it out of the Back to the Future cookie and that gummy dessert. Don't call it a dessert if you left out the sugar. For the price, the portions are small, and there's nothing I would order a second time, except for the pot pie and patty melt. That said, we do plan to try more FanFest food over the next few weeks, so maybe there's something good that we just haven't discovered yet. If you've been to FanFest and you loved some of the food, please tell me in the comments so I know what to try when I go back. Again, I wouldn't buy a ticket just to enjoy the limited edition food. In fact, the one-piece Back to the Future and Star Trek food is available during regular park hours. We're here at 11 a.m. and we went to Mel's Diner and got some Back to the Future food. We're trying out some one-piece food because FanFest starts tomorrow and they already have a bunch of the food available, and Walter's obsessed with One Piece.
So there's a very happy Walter.
Next is the merchandise. This will vary from person to person, but I'm ranking the merch low because there was nothing I loved so much that I actually wanted to buy it. I found that a little disappointing. Sure, it saved me money by not buying anything, but I like souvenirs, and none of these really appeal to me.
These are 60. The hoodies are 60. The t-shirts seem to be 30 and the hoodies are 60. That one's 35.
That said, I already own the out-of-time license plate and a model DeLorean, so if I didn't have those, maybe they would tempt me. A pro tip about the merch is that if you do see something that you want to buy, it is available for sale during the day as well. You do not have to have a FanFest ticket to buy it. It's also available at the Universal Studio Store at Universal City Walk, so you don't even have to have a theme park ticket to buy it. If you decide to do that, I suggest checking out my videos about how to save big on parking at Universal Studios and City Walk. I put the links in the description box. If you are planning a trip to Universal Studios Hollywood, I recommend checking out my preferred travel partner, Getaway Today. This company is very reputable and trustworthy, and they offer great deals on theme park tickets, hotels, and vacation packages. Use my promo code ThemeParkSpark to save even more on your vacation. You can either click my link in the description box below and enter my promo code ThemeParkSpark, or call 1-855-GETAWAY and tell them Theme Park Spark sent you. They'll take care of you, they'll get you the best deal, and you'll be on your way to Universal Studios Hollywood. Next, we get to the real experiences, the ones that aren't just meet and greets, which include Back to the Future, Star Trek, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dungeons & Dragons, and the Wizarding World. I'm going to continue ranking these experiences and give an overview of them, but I also have separate videos about each of these experiences that include full walkthroughs of the experiences if you want to know all the details about what to expect. Of these experiences, my least favorite was Jujutsu Kaisen. I knew nothing about this franchise before watching the Jujutsu Kaisen Hunger of the Cursed show at FanFest, and except for getting to sit down, I kind of hated everything about it. It's just not my thing. However, my son really liked it, and if you're a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, you probably will too.
Okay, so Walter, what did you think?
It was really cool. I like it.
You want to learn Japanese now.
Next is Star Trek Red Alert. This walkthrough experience is inside a soundstage, and it also includes something that's supposed to be impressive for fans. The real bridge used in the Paramount Plus TV series, Star Trek Picard. I'm not a Trekkie, so this doesn't mean anything to me, but it is cool to get to walk onto an actual set. Universal borrowed this set piece from Paramount for the event, so if you're a Trekkie, this might be worth the ticket price for you. The actors were in character and took their roles very seriously, so it was immersive, although I personally don't care to do this experience again. Next is Dungeons & Dragons. Again, I'm not really a Dungeons & Dragons fan, so that probably skews my opinion. I know very little about it, and I wasn't overly impressed with the Dungeons & Dragons Secrets of Waterdeep walkthrough experience. What I liked the most about it was being able to walk through the Universal Studios backlot to get there. You don't get to do that every day. It's inside a soundstage, and there's a huge 10-foot puppet that is supposed to be the star of the show. Again, I wasn't overly impressed, but Universal definitely made an effort with this experience, and the actors were very good and in character. If you're a Dungeons & Dragons fan, this might be worth the ticket price for you.
Oh, my fighters! Are you detecting any dangerous creatures in that?
It probably seems like I didn't like very much at FanFest, so you're probably wondering what I did like. I really liked two things, but we're going to save the best for last. So the second to best, in my opinion, was the Wizarding World. The Hogwarts Always light show was amazing. I loved how the projections really transformed Hogwarts Castle, and the addition of a few fireworks was nice. There were also 3 creatures you could meet. We met 2 out of 3, a dragon and a niffler, because the other creature wasn't out when we were there. Again, like the Wicked and Yoshi meet and greets, the creatures in the Wizarding World weren't always available. But the light show was amazing. It happened every half hour from 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, and 11:30. I would definitely want to see that again. We ended up catching the last light show because we were doing other things, but when I go back, I may try to catch 2 in the same night. There's also a FanFest Nights 3-course meal at the 3 Broomsticks restaurant. It's only available during FanFest, so if you want to try it, you have to get a ticket to FanFest. We didn't try it, and I've heard mixed reviews, so I'm not sure if it's really worth it. So I wouldn't buy a ticket just for this food, but it is a special meal that's not available during regular theme park hours. Now, by process of elimination, you probably already know what my favorite part of FanFest was, and that's the Back to the Future Destination Hill Valley experience. This experience alone is definitely worth the ticket price if you're a Back to the Future fan. You take a tram down to the Universal Studios backlot and get to walk around Courthouse Square, where Back to the Future was really filmed 40 years ago. The set is decorated like 1955 Hill Valley with music to match, and while you're there, you can interact with characters including Doc Brown, Marty McFly, Lorraine, George, Biff, and more.
Oh, I like that. Mayor Goldie Wilson. I've seen a bunch of people with this outfit. Did you?
I think it's like in fashion right now.
Did you start a trend?
No, I think you started the trend.
You think people know me?
Out of my way!
It's truly immersive and even just surreal and a dream come true for me to get to walk around Courthouse Square.
Aren't we all going to the dance like a big group of friends, right?
Yeah.
So I can't go on a date.
That's how much I love Back to the Future.
I love you.
Oh, he said woof, he loves you too. That's something you very rarely get to do, and this is the first time they've recreated the Back to the Future set on Courthouse Square. So it feels like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yes! Great job, Doc! You did it! Great job! Yes!
That is, unless Universal decides to do this every year, and I really hope they do. I love Back to the Future. They have the set. They should do this every year.
Hey, what do you document this? Is for the newspaper or something?
Yeah.
Make me look good. Yeah, make it look good. You good?
The actors are amazing and very good at improv. The recreations are amazing, and it takes a good chunk of time to truly enjoy this experience. There's a show the actors are doing that takes about 45 minutes. Then it resets with a new cast of actors who appear in Courthouse Square and start the reenactment all over again. We hung out in Hill Valley for 2 hours and enjoyed the experience twice while we were there. I would definitely recommend 2 hours for this experience so that you can see things you missed the first time. If you're a Back to the Future fan, buy your FanFest ticket now. You will not regret it. I also recommend watching my video about the Back to the Future experience at FanFest Nights to see more character interactions and pro tips about this particular experience. One final note is on the rides and entertainment. There was a stage with a DJ in the lower lot and a stage with a band called the Flux Capacitors in the upper lot. Dancing was encouraged, and it was definitely a party atmosphere. So I thought that was great. Also, most of the rides were open and had almost no wait. So now that we've experienced everything, when we go back, we'll only do the experiences we really enjoyed the most and take the opportunity to jump on several rides that usually have a long wait during the day. If you have been to FanFest, tell me in the comments if you agree with this list. And if you disagree with this list, tell me how you would rank the FanFest experiences. Overall, we loved the experience, especially Back to the Future, and we're excited to go back for more.
If you heard more about this party character, let me know, yes? Thank you. Why, hello there.
I really hope Universal makes FanFest a new annual event, but I think that they should focus on their own brands, like Back to the Future. If instead of Jujutsu Kaisen and Star Trek, they had things like How to Train Your Dragon and Wicked, where you could not just meet characters, but actually experience it, like the way they set up Star Trek and Dungeons & Dragons, I think that would be epic and a huge draw, especially with the new live-action movies coming out. One final note is that this was my first time attending an after-hours event at a theme park. I definitely think it was worth the ticket price, but again, I don't have anything to compare it to as far as other after-hours events. So if you have been to FanFest and other after-hours events, please tell me in the comments how you think it compares to other after-hours events.
Okay, so in summary, if you are coming to FanFest, you do not need express access. You do not need early entry, unless a lot more people buy tickets and go on different days. At least on opening night, we had plenty of time to do everything. We didn't wait in line for the meet and greets, but we spent 2 hours in Hill Valley. So, if you prioritize what's important to you, you can definitely do everything. It was great. FanFest!
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified about upcoming videos about Universal Studios Hollywood and other fun places worth visiting in Southern California and beyond. See you next time!